Hi, I am Okulosha Moses, and we are the host of Spheres of Life. We discuss matters in all parts of life, related matters from life matters, from careers, jobs, businesses, academics, and relationships, ensuring the right knowledge to be known. We hope to eliminate the high level of ignorance in major areas of life to help people become successful career persons, successful businessmen and women, peace, harmony, and love in any relationships, whether you're in Africa, America, Australia, Europe, or Asia. So join us every week. In this week, at season 3 episodes, we will be discussing on the topic titled "Why Are My Plans in Life Not Working Accordingly?" and how to easily achieve any set goals. Welcome back once again to Life Matters Podcast. Stay on the topic titled 30 Keys to Record Success. Today we'll be looking at episode 12, subtitled Avoiding Negative Habits as one of the keys to record success. On our last episode, we discussed on what bad habits is all about and how to quit from them. You had listened to that episode. Here on this episode today, I know you might have been, asking yourself, are these two topics not the same thing? They both are not the same thing, but synonymous in nature as they share different characteristics and antidotal applications. How do I get rid of unhealthy habits? How do I avoid negative habits? First step, I would say, keep doing your unhealthy habits. Keep doing your unhealthy habits. Keep doing them. And yes, you will say that why keep doing them? This is one thing that you want to change. You don't want to be practicing it. You don't want to be seeing yourself doing it. And someone is saying, and I'm saying that you should keep doing them. Yes, keep doing them. I used to try to immediately eliminate negative habits. Literally out of nowhere, they would show up again. And I will have to restart. I had feel guilty, felt ashamed, embarrassed, and feel even less than I did to begin with. It made me feel weak and disempowered. So what worked for me, what worked for others, was to keep doing the bad habits instead of obsessing over quitting. Whatever the unhealthy habit is, smoking, drinking, overeating, etc., there is a reward in it. It may help you feel better, able to breathe, relax, or perhaps suppress negative emotions. Without the reward, you wouldn't do them. Keep in mind the cost. What is the price you're paying to continue these habits? Emotionally, what is the price you're paying? Mentally, what is the price you're paying? Physically, financially, and relationally, what is that price? Can you really afford it? As well, we identify with the bad habit, as in, I am a smoker versus I smoke cigarettes. Trying to quit or rid ourselves of bad habits is almost like trying to destroy a part of ourselves, totally illogical for our ego, which wants to survive and maintain what has worked for us in the past. Forget about quitting for now. Start adding. Here are some steps that will help you avoid negative habits. Add good stuff. Add good things to it. Add good habits to that bad habit. Don't change it, but add good habits to those bad habits.
those negative habits. Continue as you normally would with your unhealthy habits and commit to adding one positive and healthy habit for 2 weeks only. Make them more like experiments rather than a forever lifelong decision. Because let's face it, we all, zigzag. We need to make room for the inevitable. Roll with the purchases so quick. This one new habit could be drinking maybe 3 liters of water, drinking a green drink, walking, running, exercising. I prefer beginning with something physical. Whatever it is, do it daily. I started walking every morning when I was super losing stamina and unhealthy. Over a few weeks, it turned to jogs, then running, and so on. Only focus on the next step. Focus on small wins. This one tiny thing per day is what needs to build your momentum towards something different in your life. Another step, increase your self-worth. The biggest thing missing in most habit changing programs is self-image and self-worth. If we don't value ourselves, our well-being, our integrity, no new habit will stick, and releasing negative habits will only be temporary. Invest in your self-knowledge. Create a better understanding of who you are, what you're about, your values, and what you want in life. Perhaps, read self-help books, listen to inspirational podcasts, some of ours, get a mentor, a coach, go on a retreat, or attend a workshop. I started loading up personal growth audios and onto my iPad, on my other gadgets, my runs and daily workouts. This ties into the adding philosophy. Add value to yourself. Increase your self-worth. When we feel we are worth more, we will feel we deserve more. But when you feel you are worthless, you will feel you deserve nothing good in life. Coach Philip McKenna says in quotes, "We give ourselves what we feel we deserve." Can't express it better than that. Next step, the byproduct end result. Imagine a cup of coffee and pouring fresh water into that cup until it overflows. What happens slowly? There is no more room for the coffee, and all you have is a cup of water. I don't know if you get me. I said, imagine a cup of coffee and pouring fresh water into that cup until it overflows. What do you think will really happen? Slowly, there will be no more room for the coffee in that cup. The only thing you will have left in that cup would be water. The byproduct of focusing on adding the one new habit at a time and increasing self-worth is very similar. Soon, there is no room, or better yet, no reason to go back to that old unhealthy habits. Slowly, you have transformed what you think about yourself, what you deserve, what you want, what you value, what you recognize as rewards. Some years ago, a man's idea of a reward was getting wasted with his friend after a hard work but a week. 5 years ago, it was indulging in rich foods because he was focusing on strict nutrition for 6 days a week. Last night, some nights ago, he rewarded himself with a hot yoga class, dark chocolate, and a good sleep. His values went from avoidance and distractions with substances and food to the feelings of being energized, refreshed, clear, and empowered. Again, This happens slowly, but the internal shift in values and self-image is the key when transforming habits. Without it, you will only have false starts. With it, though, you will cultivate greater awareness, love, and compassion for yourself. And when you start with the inner work, it will surely ripple outward to so many other areas of your life. Now you can quitting bad habits and avoiding negative habits are not the same. You can see that. What have we discussed so far? We say that now you can, see to yourself that quitting bad habits and avoiding negative habits are not the same. What have we discussed so far? A quick run with it. We discussed that you add more habits to those negative habits you've been exhibiting. And we made an example of a coffee and the water. Imagine you having a cup full of coffee and the water. Control pouring the water, that same cup of that coffee. What do you think will be left in that cup? It will be water. Same thing is applicable to the unhealthy habits and positive habits. The more positive habits you add, the more the unhealthy habits, the negative habits will go off your life. And your life will gradually change for better. Gradually, the things that has not been letting you move on smoothly, the things that have been hindering your enhancement in life, in your business and ventures, those things goes off your life gradually. Continually increase your self-worth. Because one of the biggest things missing in most habits is changing programs, self-image and self-worth. If you don't value yourself, if you don't know about your well-being, no integrity, no new habits, your life will be ruined. So value yourself. Value your self-worth. Until you value yourself, no one will value you. Nothing will value you. So start loading up personal growth informations, personal growth audios, personal growth podcasts. Listen to them and improve on yourself. Read self-help books. Listen to inspirational podcasts, motivational and educational podcasts. Get a mentor. Listen to a coach. And see what your life will turn out to be. Well, after you've said goodbye to negative habits, what is the next thing you need to do to continue succeeding? Well, that will be discussed on our next episode. Please do well to subscribe to receive notifications of our latest episodes. Download and share to others you desire a change for. Do not also forget to throw in your questions. Your feedback is always welcome. See you on our next episode.
Like Akolosho Moses' page on Facebook at Akolosho Moses, Instagram at Akolosho_Moses, Twitter at Akolosho, LinkedIn at Akolosho Moses, and YouTube at Akolosho Moses Hope. Don't forget to get his latest books via his bookstore link at his Facebook page at Akolosho Moses. Thank you and have a very wonderful time.